Hello, everyone, and welcome to lesson 40-1. It's now the third video. We're going to look at items 8 through 11. They start on page 583, and then starting with number 10, go to 584. So this is one problem, really one scenario through a couple problems. So it's still talking about Hector Street. Now they're telling us that 37% of the houses have central air, 52 have a security system, 52%, and 24% have both a central air and a security system. Suppose that a house is selected at random from the street. Let C be the event that the house has central air. So let's go ahead and kind of, let's give it a color here. C is central air and S is security. And then we have this Venn diagram. So what is the value of the following? So they want us to find the probability of C, and that's given to us right here. Right, so whenever they have that little line coming down, they're trying to tell you, hey, that whole circle. Right, so that includes this area on the left and the middle portion. Right, if we were to combine those two probabilities, we'd get the entire probability for C, which is 0.37. So they give us this. We're just going to write it down. Same thing for S. Right, when they give us this little line, that means the entire circle has a probability of 0.52, and that's what we're looking for here. So that includes both the part to the right and this middle part. When combined, give us the entire security system probability, which is 0.52. And then same thing, they give us this last one, which is the intersection. So that's the overlap. That's that middle part where both circles are happening at the same time. And that's going to be 0.24, right? So all these things are given to us. It's just a matter of knowing where to find them. And now we want to use the addition rule to find the union. It would have been possible to find the union without the addition rule, but it'd be more work, right? So it's a little quicker to just do this. Now, you need to get comfortable with the addition rule. So what I like to do when I learn new formulas is I write them every time there's a problem. And if I didn't know it, I'd go back and look. I do know it, though. So it's C union S is going to be equal to the probability of just C plus the probability of just S. Oops, S, not 8. Just S, and then minus the probability of C and, so intersect S. All right, so the probability of C or S is equal to C plus S minus C and S. And you'll get used to that. And now it's just a matter of plugging everything in and kind of using a calculator or using your, some mental math, whatever you use to find the answer here. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop these values in. We know that probability of C is 0.37. And then we want to add to that the probability of S, which we already found to be 0.52. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. And then minus the probability of the intersection, which we also found over here to be 0.24. So we're going to go ahead and plug all those into the equation. And then it's just a matter of adding and subtracting. You're going to want to go left to right. So 0.37 plus 0.52 is 0.89 minus 0.24 is 0.65. So in this case, we know that the probability of C union S is going to be equal to, I think I said 0.65. So 0.65. Okay, good. Express in words the meaning of the probability we just found. So this would be, the probability of, selecting, a house at random that has we'll see again, central air or a security system. Okay. All right, so what did we find? We found the probability of selecting a house at random that has central air or a security system. And remember, that includes houses that have just central air, just security, or both central air and security. And so don't forget the or problems. While it seems like it doesn't include both things, it does. Okay? So, that was us very basically just using the addition rule to find the missing piece of information. We knew the three of the probability of central air and the probability of security and the probability of both central air and security. Use those in combination to find probability of central air or security system. So we want to shade the region that represents C union S. So C or S, and that's going to be, and I'll make it a little bigger, basically anything in the circles, right? So we want to know what that shaded region is, and it's anything in either C or S or C and S. So anything in the circle area here. All right, if a house is selected at random from the street, what is the probability that it has neither central air nor a security system? All right, so we just found, and I'm going to copy this. All right, we just found this. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to find basically the complement of this. All right, so we want to find the probability. Sorry, my C's look like parentheses. The complement of this, right? So remember, whenever you're finding the complement of something, you just do 1 minus that something. So in this case, we get 0.35, right? And that would be the probability of neither central air nor a security system. Now, this is when probabilities get a little confusing. You could have also written this as the probability the probability that we have no central air and no security system. Right, so you could have also written it that way, which would be literally the same thing we just did. I think you want to stick with the way we just did it, especially since we knew what the union of C and S was. But just so you know, if you were kind of reading it the other way and it didn't make sense when I wrote it the starred way, it can be written both ways, right? You'll probably most likely, again, see it in this way, but just to let you aware of the situation, it could have also been written the other way.